C.J. Stroud is a Pro Bowler. Which, honestly, he had a strong case to be going into the selection process, especially considering that the quarterbacks that were elected ahead of him to the Pro Bowl are Patrick Mahomes, but down year for Mahomes, at least in the regular season, looking like the best quarterback in the NFL right now, Lamar Jackson and Tua Tagovailoa. Tua kind of fell off down the stretch. Lamar had an MVP caliber season. He had to be one of the three. So the original Pro Bowl quarterbacks, check that. The original Pro Bowl games quarterbacks, because they're not playing a game anymore, were going to be Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Tua Tagovailoa, who I listed, along with Dak Prescott, Matt Stafford, and Brock Purdy. Now that C.J. Stroud is a Pro Bowl quarterback, that means some of these guys had to opt out. 5 of those quarterbacks opted out. 5. And I'm not going to lie, this list of replacement quarterbacks for the Pro Bowl games in Orlando, Florida, they are going to shock you, Sean Mapes. C.J. Stroud, okay, that one makes sense. Here are the others. Gardner Minshew.
I like it.
Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Geno Smith, Jalen Hurts, who did not have a good season this year.
Ooh, Jalen Hurts.
Right.
Jalen Hurts is like, Jalen Hurts has to be walking into the locker room and be like, wait, what?
I think he'll see C.J. Stroud and he'll be like, there still are some good quarterbacks.
He'll walk over to C.J. Stroud and be like, how'd we get stuck here?
And I think it says a lot about Tua that Tua didn't opt out, about where he probably views himself. This is the same Tua Tagovailoa who, remember, was asking for a jersey exchange with Patrick Mahomes after the season came to an end, and Mahomes was like, well, not now, no. He got shut down by Mahomes at the end of the game.
Is this Tua's first Pro Bowl?
It must be, because you would think he would opt out.
Because I think that's what it has to be. Because it's CJ's first Pro Bowl. It's Hurts's. I assume it's his first Pro Bowl because they made the Super Bowl last year, and I was going to say I don't think he was that good his first year starting, but clearly that doesn't actually mean that he was not in the Pro Bowl. He could have just been healthy at the end of the season and made the Pro Bowl. But I think it might be something where it's like, if it's your first time, you go after that.
To Orlando, though, I kind of want CJ to opt out now. I kind of want him to opt out.
What does this say about how CJ Stroud views himself?
Yeah. Well, maybe he's going to do some free agency recruiting. That's what I'm hoping for. Do a little recruiting out there, CJ.
Hey, Geno Smith.
Well, no, not him. But
hey, Baker Mayfield.
No, not the quarterbacks. So in total, 27 players from the Pro Bowl, which I'm assuming is a quarter, are
at least a quarter. It might actually be more because they don't do full 53-man rosters.
I don't think they do. So 27 players have opted out. There's 27 replacements. Some of them I'm sure are on the Chiefs and around the 49ers, but especially the 49ers. But 27 opt-outs, and the quarterbacks have gone from Mahomes, Lamar, Tua, Dak, Stafford, and Brock Purdy to C.J. Stroud, Gardner Minshew, Baker Mayfield, Geno Smith, Jalen Hurts, and still Tua.
Yeah.
Oof. Not great.
I get some guys are like are playing through injuries and then get a surgery and they're like, hey, no, what I'm not gonna do is put off my surgery to
play a flag game,
to be in the friggin' Pro Bowl games, to wear a bucket hat and hang out with Eli Manning. That's not what I'm gonna do.
I would play in the Pro Bowl games though. Well, it's flag football. I'd play in the Pro Bowl games.
What if everyone else in Houston sports media got invited and opted out? What if DJ was like, not worth my time?
And I got in instead?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would prove everybody that they were wrong to not have me, and I'd take the game so seriously that no one would invite me back.
Okay.
Because that would be really funny if there's one person who takes the Pro Bowl games way too seriously.
I shouldn't have been and he's like, In the flag football game?
Yeah.
Just knocking people's heads off?
I kind of hope that happens, to be perfectly honest. I hope that somebody who was an alternate goes out there and he's like, I'm going to kill everybody.
Blake Cashman's like,
Yeah.
you're going to learn my name.
And
NFL.
whoever it is, I want the Texans to sign that guy. If whoever takes the Pro Bowl games the most seriously, some people are at the Senior Bowl right now, scouting the Senior Bowl. I want whoever takes the flag football game the most seriously, because that person is my spirit animal.
Wait, who invited Kareem Jackson? Oh, no.
Kareem Jackson's out there killing people.
Help.
Kareem Jackson spearing somebody while playing flag football. He goes Sean Taylor, R.I.P. on a punter. But there's no padding.
Baker Mayfield just opts out on the spot. He's like, I'm not doing this. I can't do this.
I'm out. Well, Baker could pop some zins while he's in this flag game.
And Baker might take it seriously because he's
got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, in actual football games too, he's always like lowering the shoulder on. He's great at, and a lot of quarterbacks are great at this, of finding out who the smallest defensive back is, and then when you're scrambling, just lower the boom on that guy.
Hit stick.
The guy who weighs 160 pounds.
Wait, truck stick. Yeah. That would be awesome if it happened. I used to want to watch the Pro Bowl when I was a kid, and maybe it's different, but I remember actually good Pro Bowl games back in the mid-'90s. I think John Elway led them on a touchdown drive at the end, and I don't think they were taking it quite as seriously, but they are definitely taking it more seriously than they do today. And I get it. You don't want to get hurt. It's such a violent game, and freak stuff can happen all the time. But it used to be better, and now it's just the Pro Bowl games. I mean, how could you even take it seriously anymore? So I will not be watching a second of this. I haven't watched the Pro Bowl in a couple of years. I mean, I've basically made it a point that going forward, even if the Texans were in the Super Bowl, I'm going to have myself a fun weekend, the weekend of the Pro Bowl games, and I'm not going to pay any attention to football.
Yeah, I don't even know the last Pro Bowl I watched. Like,
I don't either.
We are easily over 10 years of last Pro Bowl.
Well over 10 years. Honestly, I'm not sure I've watched a Pro Bowl since maybe 2003, 2004. Because I used to want to see the Patriots in the game. I think when Brady first got elected to a Pro Bowl, so after the 01-02 season, I was like, I want to see him in the Pro Bowl. Hell yeah. So I watched that game because the Patriots were the defending Super Bowl champions, and I was like, more Patriots. Rah!
Yeah. And
it was after the Super Bowl
and
then.
the Patriots had to defend their title in the Pro Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
The AFC has to win.
Right. So Ty Law was taking people out. It was great. Like, he was Kareem Jackson. All right, it's the Paul Gallat Show, ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. CJ Stroud did win some awards last night, by the way, at the Houston Sports Awards, which were very fun. He won Athlete of the Year, he won Newcomer of the Year, and he was part of the best moment of the year, which was the Texans draft night moves. I got to say, the Altuve home run was better than the Texans draft night moves, and that wasn't even nominated. The Game 5 homer against the Rangers, maybe it's because the series ended with 2 L's after that, but nothing this past year topped the Altuve home run. We were all at East River 9 watching it together. I mean, that was an effing party.